Todd Snider never claimed to be a preacher, but he built a congregation everywhere he went. Not with doctrine or dogma, but with stories. Funny stories, sad stories, crooked-grin stories. Stories about losers and dreamers and everyday saints. Stories about people who never made the papers but deserved an anthem anyway. Todd Snider passed away from complications related to injuries and walking pneumonia, leaving behind a hole in the American songwriting world that will not soon be filled. Yet he also left us with something rare and sacred, a body of work that treated storytelling as a spiritual act and community as its own kind of church. Snider once joked that he was a preacher who's full of it. And when everybody finally realizes it, I ask God to help, and God does. It was a line meant to get a laugh, but like most of his humor, it revealed something honest beneath the surface. Todd didn't believe in certainty. He didn't preach answers. His church was a gathering of misfits, wanderers, optimists, cynics, stoners, dreamers, and late-night philosophers, all of whom found something like grace in the raw, rambling way he told the truth. He called one of his albums First Agnostic Church of Hope and Wonder, and it fit him perfectly. Not a church of dogma, but a church of curiosity. Not a theology of certainty, but a theology of stories. A pragmatic philosopher with a guitar. For all his outlaw humor, Snider had a deeply thoughtful view of life. In one interview, he said, "Hope isn't something I've ever needed. Faith either. I like to look at the now for what it is." And yet his music offered hope precisely because he refused to counterfeit it. Todd was a philosopher in flip-flops, one who believed the truth wasn't something you recited, but something you discovered together in the moment, whether in a smoke-filled bar or a quiet listening room. Right now, we know we're here. We don't know why. We don't know where we're going when we leave. And it's the people who deny that who've always bothered me. Many artists write songs. Todd Snider wrote invitations. Invitations into mystery, into reflection, into laughter, into the absurdity of existence and the beauty of surviving it. His faith was storytelling. Snider didn't speak the language of religion, but he understood its heartbeat. He knew that a good story can hold a community together better than a creed. He knew that a song can carry a person through the night in ways even a sermon can't. And he knew that the role of an artist is not to explain the world, but to reveal it. He famously said that Americana artists are just country singers who failed at country music. But Todd turned that failure into something bigger, a genre defined not by polish, but by honesty, not by airplay, but by authenticity. His faith wasn't in heaven or hell, but in people, in the crowd, in the strangers who showed up tired and left feeling a little less alone, in the stories that passed hand to hand like communion bread, a life that left the world better. Todd Snider's songs were filled with broken things, busted cars, bad decisions, lost causes. But he saw worth in all of it. He carried a rare compassion, the kind that refuses to divide the world into winners and losers. For him, everyone deserved a song. That might have been the heart of his faith, the quiet conviction that every person mattered, that every life contained a story worth hearing, and that community, in all its unruly, joyful, ragtag glory, was the closest thing we have to holiness on this earth. Todd Snider may be gone, but the stories remain. The laughter remains. The truth told sideways remains. And in that way, he has fulfilled the hope he once spoke aloud, that when he left, someone would remember one good story he told. We remember more than one. We'll remember them all.